What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video in the background you're going to see a highlight reel of some of my favorite moments in the last few days of playing Destiny 2. Some on Titan, some on Warlock. You'll see some Atalanta D, Sunshot, Xian 7 Energy Pulse Rifle, Battle Scar Kinetic Pulse Rifle, Ikelos SMG, Wardcliff Coil, and more. But I've been absolutely loving Quick Play lately, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts have been on it yourself. Now, I know personally I spend most of my time in Destiny 2 solo queuing into Quick Play, and the experience is usually a mix of decent lobbies and, some bad lobbies against, sometimes full teams, or sometimes you get put in a lobby where all your opponents are pretty decent, but the players on your team are mismatched against their opponents and they can't handle them, leaving us in a bit of an unwinnable situation. But since Bungie changed all Quick Play to 6v6, I have been having a blast. Now, yes, there have been matches where it's a mismatch and my team gets mercy. That happens still. But most of the matches have been a ton of fun. Even when it's a decisive victory for my team, there's still a couple of players on the other team that put up, some really good numbers for their team. And for some reason, adding 4 more players on the map also seems to have limited the effectiveness of the meta a little bit too. I mean, it's almost like it can't handle the chaos on maps that were, sort of built for 4s. And this has led to me having, honestly, hands down, some of the most fun in Quick Play that I have ever had in this game since launch. Now, I will say this, and it's the same that it was in Destiny 1 for me. I don't really personally care for going into Quick Play with a full team. I think that experience isn't quite as fun. I don't like how that makes other players quit because they feel intimidated by full teams. I don't like getting mercies because that's more loading time, more orbit time. I just personally don't enjoy that experience. But the solo experience is so good for me right now, and queuing with 1 or 2 buds is fantastic as well. And I'm seeing some of the same reports from other people all across the community, even some of the more critical people in the community. I mean, Gigs, Triple Wreck weighing in and saying, hey, this is fun, like, this is good. Now, Bungie initially said they didn't change the matchmaking system at all with the drop of the latest update, but after all the chatter about how good Sixes is playing, they went in and they looked at it only to find that for some reason something got messed up and their matchmaking system isn't properly taking skill into effect quite the way it's supposed to. Now, we don't know anything about the specifics of that. We can only guess. It sounds to me like it's not that it isn't taking skill. It's not that skill isn't being factored. It's that it isn't being prioritized with the same weight as it's supposed to be. But again, I'm only speculating based on the verbiage that they've used in some of their posts. But the response to the community on Twitter and on the forums has been overwhelmingly in favor of the happy accident resulting in the system that we currently have. Most players are saying, no, leave it. It's actually fun. Don't touch it. I've also seen a handful of posts from players claiming their experience is much worse. But they've been a lot fewer than the posts saying that their experience is better. But I wanted to get, a good perspective on this and hear from all parties affected by the change and hear their thoughts. So I whipped up a Twitter poll and I simply asked, do you like the current Quick Play matchmaking system? And I made simple responses. You could either select yes mostly, or no. And that poll received 4,407 responses within 24 hours. And of those responses, 56% said yes, we are happy. 28% said yes, mostly happy with it. And only 16% of responders said that they weren't happy with it. Now, 4,407 responses is a decent sample size for sure. Definitely not definitive though, since it's a Twitter poll from a portion of the community. But, I think it serves as a decent litmus test. And but I would like to hear from you. Is your experience better, or is it worse, or is it about the same? And please be honest. Don't offer an opinion if you haven't played personally since the update came out, because that would just skew results. I personally love having an environment to sweat in and intentionally face opponents of my skill or greater, but also having Quick Play not too heavily weigh skill, because it's been so much more relaxing. And I've been able to play with some of my friends who aren't as talented, in the PvP aspect of things. And it's fun to be able to play with some of my friends like that and not worry about them hating their experience. I mean, that's one of the biggest dangers in skill-based matchmaking is you can't play. I couldn't play with my wife if skill-based matchmaking was still a thing in Destiny 2. She would she would struggle. She would have no fun. She would hate the game. It'd be a bad experience. And my wife and I like to play games together, but this is one that we can't do, and mainly because of the skill-based matchmaking that's been involved in the most casual arena in the game for PvP. So I think it's been a good change of pace for me personally. Well, let me know down below in the comment section where is it that you fall. And remember, please be respectful of each other and each opinion represented down there. But before I go, I wanted just to let you know a couple of things. Because of the meaning of the word Vanguard, we've begun to call members of my community on Twitch and other platforms of social media, we've started to call them the Frontlines. And that's why, that's what we call my sub base on Twitch, we call them the Frontlines. So we launched a shirt campaign where we cut my logo in half, made an F out of it, and it's got this great design that we had whipped up by a community artist. And you can snag one of these with the link I'll put in the description and in the comments section below if you want to rep that you're a frontliner, you're a member of our community. In addition to that, we've been fluctuating between roughly 800 and 1,200 subs on Twitch, and our community there is really active, really engaging, and I absolutely adore them. But a lot of them have inactive clans for Destiny, or they don't have any clan for Destiny. So we stepped up, and my moderator and admin team took leadership, and we made a Frontlines Clan. So our PS4 clan is already just over half capacity, and we just started handing out the invites 2 days ago. So all the invites are being handled via Discord. So if you're a Twitch sub and you're in our Discord, you are welcome to be a part of that clan. They've already been very active, and they have a buzzing clan chat. We've got our own LFG for PvE and PvP activities, and just last night I played with a full group of 8 of them for the escalation protocol for a couple of hours, and we just had a lot of fun. So if you've been a viewer for a while here on YouTube and on Twitch and you'd like to be in the clan, you're more than welcome to follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel and subscribe there. It's free if you've got Amazon Prime. Then open Discord. It's a free app. Go to your settings and connection tab and just link your Twitch account. Give Discord an hour or so to sync up with Twitch, and you'll see an invite to my Discord right there waiting for you. So ask for an invite to either the PS4 or the Xbox clan, and we'll get you hooked up. The PC clan will launch soon too. We just don't have a leadership team quite yet. So once we get a good seed community that wants to be in a PC clan and we get a leadership team, we'll launch that too. And the others have fantastic and dedicated people handling the day-to-day stuff. So I'm excited for the Forsaken and playing with many of you when it launches. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching the video. I hope to catch you in the Crucible.